Good.
Good. Yeah.
Awesome. I just have like 4 questions to ask you. Number 1, how did you get your start in music?
Oh goodness.
Excellent question.
You want to go first, or?
Sure.
Okay.
So I got my start in music. My first memory of playing an instrument was when I was like barely big enough to reach piano keys. And my parents played a lot of records. So I would just like stand in the living room where the record player was while they were playing records and kind of like feel along on the keys. And that's kind of been my approach the whole time. I'm not trained. I don't have a degree in music. I've just figured it out. So I've played mostly piano as a kid, and then guitar and bass I started playing in high school. I started playing with other bands like a lot of people do, and it just kind of grew from there. So you're completely the opposite.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I started like I was when I started. I was I was ransacking my parents' record collection, and I stumbled on some classical guitar music, and I heard that, and I just like I had to be able to do that. So I started taking lessons as soon as I could, and I definitely wanted to. I studied music in high school and college, and pursued it that way. So playing mostly guitar, but like trying lots of things. So I tried playing lots of different instruments at one time or another, and working on composing and things like that. So yeah, it was, but there was kind of like this magic moment where you like music and it's important to you, but then suddenly you hear something and it's like something flips and oh, I got to be able to do that. So
yeah, I have to do that. Anyway.
So yes, but I guess I was like 8 or 9 when that happened. Yeah.
Awesome news. Okay. Question 2: what motivates you to keep playing and sharing your art?
Well, actually, honestly, things like this where the audience is really enthusiastic and you know that they're gonna be with you and they're gonna get something out of it. That's really great. And it's also just like music is just really important. It's just like it's just important for me, just like internally it's just an important thing to do and kind of a way to be in the world.
Yeah, and it's a rush to play. It's really a rush to play for people and to have everybody kind of come together, and you don't have a lot of moments in societies where everybody's just really focused on the same thing and energy is up. And if you're there to see like somebody you really enjoy, if you enjoy playing with people or the audience is like really into it, and if they're 7 or if they're not 80 or what, it doesn't matter. If they're into it, it's just super fun.
Yeah.
Keep doing it because it's super fun.
Sounds like an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
It's right.
It's good.
How does your art connect with the community?
Yeah, that's a great question too. We've done a lot of performances for kids. For a long time, we actually ran a little nonprofit called Jump Up that we took music into schools and into even shelters, community centers, places where people normally maybe don't have access to music, because sometimes when you think of music you think of like bars or you think of like places where people go at night. Well, we wanted to bring it out to all ages folks. We're actually doing a series at the Lawrence Public Library as well, which is a songwriters circle. There's multiple musicians who are going to talk about their art. That's happening tomorrow, and Chris is hosting it. So, and we work with the Americana Music Academy a lot as well, which is another nonprofit that does focused events for the community. And yeah, we've done a lot for kids around that. You've been a music teacher
a lot of
for a long time.
Yeah, I've taught. Teaching is a really important part of it, and it's like we're finding that the more we connect with other musicians, the more that sort of spreads out into the community as a whole.
That's awesome. Question 4 out of 5: what kind of legacy would you want to leave behind?
Oh goodness.
They're getting philosophical with these questions.
Yeah, that is philosophical.
I think getting back to the whole community idea, I think if we you know, spread, you know, good energy around, and that continues, you know, somebody else takes that and carries it along, then that's good. I mean, that's kind of the most important thing, I guess. Like, you know, leaving, you know, having a body of work like music that we can that's still people are still listening to for years and years down the road. That's a nice feeling too.
Yeah,
You know?
and I mean, you never know what impact your art's gonna have
No
in
kidding,
the world.
yeah.
So you just make it and you put it out there, and you know, there's so many examples of great musicians and great artists who maybe didn't, you know, make it or weren't famous in their lifetimes, but we're still listening to their music, and it's
no
grown
idea.
and it's influenced so many other people. So I think, you know, for me, it's like the process is the legacy.
Yeah.
Like, you make the art, you put it out there in the world, you show other people that that's possible, and then, you know, that they can do it too. And that grows art for everybody.
That's amazing. And it kind of leads into our fifth question of what advice would you give young people who are interested in creating and sharing their own art or music?
Well, the first thing is do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't do it without worrying. This is for a lot of people, this is the hardest part. But do it without worrying about necessarily where it's going to go or what people are going to say about it. If you feel strongly about it, absolutely make what it is you want to make, and the odds are really good that you will find an audience and you will find people who will connect with it.
Yeah, and I'd also say that failure and feeling awkward about it, absolutely part of the process, and a necessary part of the process. You have to try and fail to figure out what works, and we're kind of taught that failure is bad, right? But it's not. It's actually like a really, really important part of the artistic process. So if you feel weird, do it anyway, and keep going, and something eventually will really click. And the other thing is just reaching out to other people who like the same kinds of things you like and making art with them. I think that's really cool too. So.
And keep learning.
Yeah.
Like everything you can.